Yo, welcome back to Run the Ropes Media Podcast. We are fresh off of a fantastic Monday Night Raw. If you guys watched our previous video, we just broke down the whole Gunther and Jay situation as well as Ron Killings has arrived. So
Yep.
make sure you guys go check out that video. But in today's video, kind of just going to dive into the topic of John Cena and CM Punk. A dream match that we've been waiting years for. They've had fantastic feuds in the past. Probably, would you consider CM Punk and John Cena one of the biggest rivalries in WWE history?
Could have been. I don't think they was in the ring enough for me to consider John Cena and CM Punk top rivals. Had Punk never left 100%, because I feel like they would have continued to have butt heads. When you think of John Cena biggest rivals, you think of people like Randy Orton, Triple H,
Edge, yeah.
Edge, people like he went at least 5, 6, 7 headline pay-per-views with. He only did it with Punk, maybe like 1 or 2 times, bro. It wasn't a lot.
That Punk stuff in 2011 was
That's
so
because
hot,
Punk was so
bro.
hot, bro. It was almost like this. I don't know. And over here, Run the Ropes Media Podcast. If you're new over here, Dylan know what I'm about to say. We gonna take you from turnbuckle to turnbuckle, but at the end, we gonna meet right back here in the center of the ring. I don't know why CM Punk was this close to being the second coming of like a Stone Cold Steve Austin type, push. It clearly had to be some backstage stuff that kind of held that. John Cena was the man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, that's the reason at the time, like, you still had Undertakers, Triple H's, etc., but you didn't really, like, The Rock wasn't as hot as Stone Cold until Stone Cold left for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, John Cena was the hottest guy. So they wasn't going to go ahead and give.
That's a perfect segue.
That's a perfect segue.
You just
Go
said
ahead.
he was the man. And what happened on Monday Night Raw? You had John Cena in the middle of the ring, basically saying he needs competition.
Mm-hmm.
He needs the best. And out walks CM Punk. Best in the world.
Yes, sir.
Yep. And I do think that the first line that he pretty much said on there was pretty funny. He said that it was ironic now that he is the good guy, basically.
Yep.
And now Cena's berating everybody, and yeah, which is hilarious when you think about it, right?
Mhm.
CM Punk is always the outcast, and now
Oh,
he's the one being cheered like crazy. So,
bro, and it's just, again, it's funny how the tables have turned, but like one thing, and I feel like we both love this, bro, how they connect history. You know what I'm saying? They connected history as far as their past. Like sometimes I feel like WWE miss out on connecting those dots, especially when you have people who probably stopped watching wrestling for a certain amount of time who just got back into it, or even a younger generation. Like, it's a reason why these guys, feel this way towards one another. And another thing that I like about that promo yesterday, man, and sometimes we get answers, or WWE lets us know things months later. Like CM Punk even talked about at Elimination Chamber. He was like, when Seth Rollins stumped me, he was like, you acted different, or like you could just tell you were somebody else, and you whispered, "I'm sorry," in my ear as I passed out. He was just like, he knew you were a different guy then, so I like the fact that they connected those dots and showed that, because we peeped it. That's not a typical John Cena move. You know what I'm saying? So this is gonna be good, but I feel like it's gonna have the same effect as maybe not as the Randy Orton feud, as far as it's not enough time to really cook this beep like they could have really cooked it. I would have preferred they gave us maybe 3 or 4 of just his good competitors, and we just had like a 2-month, you know what I'm saying? Like some depth. Like they could have did Randy Orton. Okay, then we're gonna do CM Punk. If he wanted to do R-Truth, we can throw that up in there. Of course, we gotta hit Cody, and then maybe like one more person that's still there that they could have just really even if they did the Miz, kind of gave the Miz a little bit of like spunk to kind of lift him up because the Miz and John Cena fought at WrestleMania. The
A
Miz
lot of
beat him
history.
at WrestleMania. A lot of history. It's just not enough time to tell that history. And that's the thing. And even CM Punk was like, hey, bro, you only got like 18 more dates or whatever the case may be, bro. So this time is ticking, bro.
Yeah, and that was one of my main things that I texted you, right? Is I wish this was happening at SummerSlam.
Yep.
Not only because SummerSlam is deserving, right, of a John Cena CM Punk.
Yeah.
I mean, SummerSlam is one of the bigger PLEs of the whole year.
It's the second one. It's 2 nights now.
Yeah, exactly. It's 2 nights, and we're June 10th right now.
Yep.
We got time till August 8th and 9th, bro.
To just really build something.
That's my main takeaway. Because guess what? Dude, CM Punk and John Cena are two of, I won't say the two, but two of the greatest people on the mic and at promos in the history of the company. We could have had insane promo battles between the two.
Let's give it some time though. Let's give it some time because the Cody Cena picked up last minute. I feel like that was a little bit too late, but John Cena can just really get CM Punk, bro. Talk about him leaving, talk about him going to AEW. Like
Yeah.
we need to hear this stuff. Like
And the less
us type of fans, we need to hear John Cena say, how can you talk about anything when you left, bro? And bad, like same stuff Seth Rollins would say, but hearing it from John Cena, because Cena was still here working them, you know what I'm saying? Cena was still here once CM Punk left. You know, he was the man at the time, so he can definitely play all of that, you know, into something and just really cook. I feel like we're gonna get more cooking from CM Punk because we're going to see him more than John Cena as far as these dates. So CM Punk is going to carry this feud on his back.
Yeah, he is. And the thing is, I just hope, like you mentioned the Cody stuff. Some of the Cody stuff was really good. But what was John saying the majority of the time? He was kept talking about the fans.
Yep.
I don't want any of that, bro.
Yeah,
I want the history between you guys.
Yep.
That's what I want. I want you guys to be feuding about. Is these guys too? We got a little snippet at Elimination Chamber, and this is what I wanted to touch on. These guys have insane in-ring chemistry with each other. I mean, think about all the times that these guys have wrestled, right? You said not too many as far as like compared to like an Edge or whatever.
Yeah.
These guys wrestled a ton together though, bro.
But as far as like bangers though, like when you think of John Cena's like biggest rivalries, boy, when you think of like some of the biggest matches in WWE history, that Cena CM Punk match is in top.
It's one of the greatest matches of all time.
And the story that it told. So I don't think that they had as many matches as John Cena and Randy Orton or John Cena and Triple H, but the impact of that feud, it's a difference. It's a difference as far as the impact that CM Punk and John Cena feud had, and it just shows again how hot both of those were at the time. And we don't know CM Punk like that. We know CM Punk not Phil Brooks, but I can tell you this. I definitely feel like he probably felt some type of way that he wasn't either looked at the same level as Cena or paid at. Like, we know CM Punk had an ego. We know he want the money. He don't have it. You know what I'm saying? So at that time, he was the hottest guy up in the business, man. And he carried a lot of that stuff, you know, on his shoulders until he had that pipe bomb, bro. And again, that time and that era of wrestling was just so real that it's just like, I just want us to get 15% of that, bro. Like, don't just water this one down. It's just as far as like these guys didn't have one of the greatest matches, not only in SummerSlam history, but, you know, arguably some people say like top 10 in WWE history.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, and like you said, the storytelling behind everything that they do, the impact that these guys have. Bro, I mean, just them in the ring last night together, I know some of it is definitely nostalgia, right? But at the same time, the energy shifts, bro, when those guys are in the ring,
Mhm.
with each other. You heard CM Punk come out, and I was like, "Alright, here we go," you know? It's just like there's a different energy when some guys get in that ring when you know
Yeah.
we're about to get some good stuff out of these guys on the mic. But
Mhm.
I know that the match will deliver. I'm a little opposed to it being Night of Champions. I feel like it doesn't give us a lot of time. I also it's in Saudi Arabia. There's a whole nother
Vibe,
debacle
yeah.
with that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
CM Punk was very open in the past about stuff with Saudi Arabia as
Mhm.
well, so that whole
Yeah.
aspect to it. Um, but it's gonna be very interesting.
That
Do
match
you
is only there because of the Bucks, bro.
do you
Because
wanna give an early prediction?
if I'm gonna do an early prediction, and then again, like truth be told, this match should have only happened at two events, one of two events. Money in the Bank, they didn't give it to us,
Well, we
or
talked about that. Yeah, yeah. Get
or
get into
some
that real quick.
or or,
Why
or
Money in the Bank?
Money in the Bank because in 2011, John Cena versus CM Punk, Chicago, Money in the Bank. CM Punk was leaving the company. He
Yep.
technically left he beat John Cena, took the championship, and was about to leave the company. That's why you got the infamous CM Punk like kissing away at Vince, kissing away at John Cena, taking the title. That's why it should have happened at Money in the Bank.
And what should have happened?
As far as you talking about like the winner,
It should have been the
it
opposite
should have
for
been
a
the
little bit of
opposite.
poetic justice.
Cena should have went over.
Yep.
We should have either had that match or that match is 100% a SummerSlam night 2 main event. But again, I'm sure it's politics with it, and I'm sure it was a bid on who's gonna get John Cena. And this is a WrestleMania level. So if you guys are new to the game, this is a WrestleMania caliber match. 100%. And this is why we saying A is gonna be too rushed because we know the history between these guys. We CM Punk to me is one of the realest. He's still even talking. CM Punk is the only one that's talking about John Cena selling his soul to The Rock. He's
Mhm.
still talking about
Yeah.
selling his soul to the ball, the ball fraud. Like to me, he's keeping a lot of this stuff that nobody's talking about. He's keeping it relevant. Yes,
Thanks.
John
Yeah.
Cena, CM Punk said, I need to take this away from you because, like, CM Punk is the truth with this, man. No pun intended to our truth, man. So yeah, I'm passionate about this match. I will 100% like for them to deliver, not only for the nostalgic vibes, but again because this is the last time that we probably will see John Cena versus CM Punk. So I just want them to deliver. I want it to be a clean match. So if we want to go ahead and jump into a quick prediction, I got John Cena going over, but I want John Cena to go over in a clean fashion.
And you had mentioned something. I mean, we're just throwing it out there early, right? So in case something does happen, you guys can look back at this video.
You want to put that one?
You guys can look back at this video and say, "Damn, those guys were onto something."
Yep. Yep.
CM Punk should win. If you
Mm-hmm.
want poetic justice on what all the storylines has been going on right now, CM Punk should win the title.
Wait. So again, y'all, we got two finals. Okay, two-way. If it's a clean, no interference, the show just goes off. None of that. John Cena goes over it clean. Night's over. But this is what me and Dylan feel like will happen at Night of Champions. Get back to it, bro.
CM Punk should win the WWE Championship.
Yep.
And when he's celebrating, he just went through a battle with John Cena.
Uh-oh, he talking to y'all now.
He went through a war, an absolute classic.
Then what happens, bro? Who music hit?
And you hear that annoying music.
Out calling it,
comes
y'all.
out comes strutting Paul Heyman with the briefcase. And Seth Rollins comes running down to the ring to
Yep.
cash in and steal the belt from CM Punk. Because who's been in his thorn in his side this whole time? CM Punk. He
Yep.
hates the guy.
Yep.
And what do you ultimately get if Seth cashes in on CM Punk? Well, you literally get. I mean, you couldn't write a
Couldn't write
story
it, bro.
better than this.
You couldn't write a better finish to a
It's
story like
literally
this.
the ultimate control. He's been talking about he wants the ultimate power. You just took out CM Punk. You have the belt. John Cena's is laid to waste too. It's like you're standing on top of a mountain all to yourself, bro.
Because don't forget, when Seth Rollins came out, it wasn't just like he was looking at CM Punk. CM Punk not the champion. He was showing
Exactly.
John Cena like, yo, bro, like.
I got this briefcase.
And don't forget, Seth Rollins and John Cena got some nasty history too. They not friends.
Yeah.
Not one bit. They done had they spats at SummerSlam. So I'm even gonna throw it out this far, Dylan. If it don't happen at Night of Champions, if CM Punk doesn't beat him at Night of Champions and this don't happen, and let's say they have a rematch at SummerSlam, we gonna if CM Punk beats John Cena at any point in time this year,
Yeah.
Seth Rollins is right there to take it away. That's
Yeah.
how I feel.
Yep.
Whether it's at Night of Champions, whether it's at SummerSlam, whether it's at Slam Summer, it don't matter what event it is. If John Cena loses to CM Punk, Seth Rollins is knocking on his door to take that championship right away from him.
I agree. So let us know down below in the comment section what you guys think about our wacky predictions here. I don't think it's too wacky. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's like in WWE. If y'all ain't had it in the writings yet, bro, like I'm gonna find out if y'all wind up taking our idea. Because this is just almost poetic justice, bro. Like this is like it don't get no better than just to just add more fuel to the fire with these guys, man. So because you gotta remember, Cena not gonna be here in a couple months, so you still gotta have some top views going. So again, let us know how y'all feel about this in the comment section below. And other than that, you got your boy Break.
Got Dylan.
And we out.
Peace.
Peace.